What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And this video, we're talking about Batman Detective Comics, issue number 1105. This one is written by Tom Taylor with artwork by Mikel Janin, and this is the story of the Lion, you know, that new villain that they've kind of introduced in this Detective Comics run. This is part 5 of this particular story arc. This is the second story arc Tom Taylor has done, right? Yeah, I was in track of time, because the first one was with Joe Chill's daughter or whatever. But basically, this is an origin of the Lion and how Batman's connected to it. So we come to see that the Lion had a fear and all that of Batman as a kid, but he also greatly admired Bruce Wayne. So a fan of one, but like arch enemy to the other sort of way, which I think is kind of interesting. Basically, his dad was taken in by Batman and basically kind of traumatized this kid in the process, and he's had this fear just growing up and all this. So, but Bruce was there to kind of take care of them as Bruce Wayne. So he has an admiration for Bruce and all that he's done for him. But using this, he's kind of learned various skills. Bruce, of course, is also infected with this illness. That's why he's wearing this little mech suit that he's got right on here to keep himself from spreading the infection. And he has contingency plans for everyone to kind of take him down when he goes too far, because his judgment's out of whack. And then we also have Babs kind of investigating. We have Damien involved. Black Canary comes in because it turns out she helped train him, the Lion, at some point as well. And it's always nice to see Dinah doing her thing as well. But yeah, so he's got this fear of this thing. That's why he's there. We got all the top scientists and that, like Mr. Terrific, even Scarecrow and all that, kind of working on some sort of cure 24/7. And then eventually you do get some sort of big revelation at the end of what the Lion, like Leo, had done. Leo the Lion, yeah, you get the joke. The Kingsford or whatever. And his big plan, turns out, with the whole thing with Batman where he's investigating the ship and all that and the fog that rolled in, that wasn't really just a fog. He actually unleashed the poison on the entire supply of citizens of Gotham beforehand. So this whole thing where Batman thinks he was the only one infected, and it turns out everyone else kind of is, and thus the madness of courage, like that has everyone going crazy. You can see Babs unconscious right here. Damien gets caught in an explosion, and it leaves us on a big crazy cliffhanger of what's to come in terms of the city. So artwork overall, really strong stuff. I mean, Mikel Janin's proved to be like a really good artist within this one. And who's the other one? Did they say there was anyone else on this with this one? Mikel Janin, Wayne Foucher, and Norm Rampman inks. So I don't know. Does that everyone else? But yeah, I think, like I said, nicely drawn comic book. Interesting to have a character who loves Bruce Wayne but hates Batman, and as like the villain of this thing, so, but who doesn't realize, I guess, that they're the same person, at least not yet, to my knowledge. So I think that's interesting. That's an interesting contrast of things within this kind of storyline. I think that just makes it just adds a little bit more. And plus the reveal that the villain already had detonated their doomsday sort of device a long time ago beforehand, and Batman didn't realize it until now. I thought that was kind of interesting as well. So exciting cliffhanger. Fun stuff overall, good artwork. Nice to kind of get a little bit of a nice grounded storyline with this thing. Now that Batman and Robin's ending, well, I mean, we'll see how Detective Comics goes, but Detective Comics will kind of be my go-to Batman book. In terms of the main universe, Absolute Batman is a little bit more fun and wacky in a lot of ways compared to this, but I think, like I said, this one, you know, is, in terms of just the pure prime DC Earth, I guess I'll have to look forward to Detective Comics for the time being, unless the other Batman book really picks up the pace a bit and gets a little bit more interesting, because it's done a few things that have kind of held it back for me, but it could still like turn things around. I've seen things turn around with books before, so we'll have to wait and see. But you know, I like this issue overall. Fun, cool artwork, all that other jazz. I don't know what else to say. I'm just trying to get all these videos like thrown out like one after the other. So if you read this comic book, if you have any thoughts on it, this came out like 2 weeks ago, let me know them in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications, all the fun stuff. I will be back again with more comic book reviews, which will be right after this. So stay tuned.